Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about the exception hierarchy in Java and how all exceptions are organized in a structured class hierarchy. Understanding this will make everything we have learned about exceptions click together perfectly. So in Java, exceptions are not just random classes. They are organized in a well-structured class hierarchy, just like any other class hierarchy in Java. Let's talk about it from the very top. It is object class. As we know, every class in Java extends object, and the Throwable class extends object too. And then we have Throwable object class. Then we have the Throwable class. This is the root of the entire exception hierarchy. Every exception and error in Java is a child or a subclass of Throwable. And Throwable has exactly two direct subclasses, which are error and another one is exception. Let's look at each one separately. The error class represents a series of problems that the program cannot handle. JVM level problems that are very beyond our control. For example, they are like out of memory error or stack overflow error, and these errors are beyond our control. For example, out of memory error is when JVM ran out of memory. Stack overflow error is when too many nested method calls. So you should never try to catch errors. They represent catastrophic situation that your program cannot recover from. So now let's talk about exceptions, which are our focus. So the exception class represents problems that can be caught and handled by your program, which is exactly what we have been learning to do. Exception has many subclasses and they are divided into important categories, which are checked exceptions and unchecked exceptions. I will talk about each one separately. So the checked exceptions are exceptions that the compiler checks at the compile time. You must either handle them with try catch or declare them with the throws keyword. Otherwise, your code will not compile. Examples are like IOException, input-output errors, SQLExceptions, which are database errors, ClassNotFoundException, which is related to ClassNotFound, and these are typically related to external resources like files, databases, networks, things that can fail for reasons outside your program's control. But unchecked exceptions, which is also called as runtime exception, are subclasses or child classes of runtime exception, and the compiler does not check them at the compile time. For example, the thing which we covered in our previous video, like arithmetic exception, like dividing a number by zero, null points exception, accessing a null reference, and the array index out of bound exception, which is like invalid array index. And these are typically caused by the programming mistakes. And you are not forced to handle them, but if they occur without handling, your program crashes. So, at the top, we have object class, then we have Throwable. Throwable has two classes, error and exceptions, two subclasses, error and exception. Error has also other subclasses, exception also has other subclasses. And please remember that each class extends object class. It means object class is the parent class of every class, even if we do not extend it very clearly in our program. So these are typically the classes that we have covered in our videos, and this hierarchy explains everything we have learned so far. So like why catching exception catches everything, because all exceptions are its children. Like why child exceptions must be caught before parent exception, or why some exceptions are checked and other are not. So that is the exception hierarchy in Java. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe the channel so you never miss a video. See you in the next one.